Well, of course, sadly, we have seen the British government's strategy of giving the French authorities more and more funding and hoping that will help stop illegal migration. As far as I'm concerned, that's a total failed strategy. And by the way, I talked about this in my newsletter this morning. I will put a link down below if you want to go and read that. But just to remind you what was said last year, we saw this joint statement involving Home Secretary Priti Patel and the French authorities, and that they agreed to accelerate the delivery of the commitments made in the joint agreement on their joint determination to prevent 100% of crossings and make this deadly route unviable. Well, sadly, that has been a complete and utter failure. We know that in 2022, far from stopping anywhere near 100% of crossings, in fact, over 32,000 from France to England on small boats, over 32,000 this year alone, despite the UK having handed the French huge amounts of money. Now, there was set to be yet another UK-France deal, this time involving joint beach patrols with British personnel over in France helping to stop illegal migration. And apparently we were going to stump up even more money, around 50 million for this deal, which seemed rather bonkers to me. I mean, surely if British personnel are going over to help and the French authorities are sincere about wanting to stop these crossings, then surely it should be the French paying the UK, not the other way around. Now, apparently, the French, after Liz Truss's comments about the jury being out whether Macron was friend or foe, it looks like the French government are throwing their toys out the pram, and this joint patrol deal isn't going to happen. I must say, some in mainstream media do seem to rather forget the amount of hostility we have seen from Macron's government towards the UK, including, of course, when we saw the French Prime Minister effectively lobbying the EU to try and punish the UK for Brexit. And, of course, we've had a whole series of other threats being thrown around. Now, apparently, as I said, Truss's comments about Macron have triggered a gigantic sulk. The deal's off. A source quoted by the Mail is saying the agreement was groundbreaking, would have seen UK authorities working in France to stop the small boats, saying for 4 years the Home Office has been pushing for a deal which would allow British officials to work alongside French officials on the other side of the channel, and that Boris was ready to sign it off, but it collapsed after the friend or foe remark. And they said, who does this Truss woman think she is? And even demanded that she give an apology. Look, as I said, if this was to happen, then surely it should be the French authorities paying the UK, not the other way around. And in terms of what Liz Truss should do moving forward in terms of tackling illegal migration, well, she's appointed a Home Secretary in Suella Braverman who said very clearly, to stop this, we need to leave the ECHR. We clearly should start actually taking these boats back to France, let the French go absolutely nuts about it, and maybe they'll actually buck their ideas up. And we should also look at revoking French fishing licences for the complete failure to stop this increasingly out of control situation from escalating. Those are my thoughts, guys, but we've had lots of talk, lots of deals, lots of the UK giving the French money, and the crisis is getting worse and worse. So let me know what you make of that deal being cancelled, guys. I'll keep bringing you all the very latest on this and more, so please do whack this video a quick thumbs up, sign up to my newsletters, get it delivered to your inbox. I'll put a link down below, and of course, as ever, cheers for watching.